Hey there, ghosts and ghouls! Warlock Boo here. And today, I'm gonna be reviewing something! I can hear you all moan in disdain at that. But it's not what I've tried before. This isn't a video game, or a movie, or a TV show, which I've failed horribly in reviewing on multiple occasions. This is a webcomic! Yeah, I've just narrowed down to like half of my viewers by 2. I may get 2 views on this. It would be nice if I got 3 on this. But I'm gonna be reviewing a webcomic. Now, you can tell by my channel, I like horror. I like comedy. I like heartfelt messages. That last one you probably can't tell as much. But I do, especially as I gotten older. But you never see them all together. You may see a horror comedy, but the only one that brings all 3 together has been a TV show called Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now, I have found a webcomic that seems to remind me a little bit of it. It's a horror comedy, very heartfelt. That's as much as it reminds me of. It has nothing to do with Courage, just that it has those 3 combined. This webcomic is called Erma by Outcast Comics. It is very hard to find their site, so I'm going to link it down below so you can check. Because Outcast and the comic at the end is apparently a name of a comic series called Outcast. Yeah, it was hard to find stuff on this. I finally found his Twitter and Facebook page and some other stuff, so I'm gonna link them all, get him some views. These comics, though, are about a little girl named Erma. Erma is not your typical little girl, as you can see on the pictures flashing on the screen as I talk about this. Erma is a ghost. Not like a ooh, scary, boo ghost. No, she's a horrifying, terrifying, freaking ghost. She's the daughter of the woman from Ring. The ghost from Ring is her mother. Ooh, now you notice why she's terrifying. Her father, I think he's a computer programmer. He's just some normal-looking guy, nice, and it's about the family. It's about Erma going to school, making friends, even though she's a terrifying ghost. Now, I'm not going to give away any of the, big plot turns or twists. No spoiler information. But I will talk about, roughly, characters in this, and how they work, and how it interacts. Now, of course, we gotta look at the main character, Erma. Erma is about 8-ish, I think. Maybe 10. I'm not sure. I haven't seen a thing on her age. But she is, as I said, she looks the traditional Ring style. Long hair, white dress, pale skin. The only difference is she's usually smiling. Not a creepy smile either, just a nice, happy smile. People are terrified of her too, usually on first meeting. But she changes that. She's always a very sweet, nice, kind person. Horribly terrifying at times, but sweet and nice most of the time. Her teachers are terrified of her, but she does have friends in school. One of her friends seems to be one of the more happy girls in school, most happy girl in fact. Another one seems to be a little boy who has a crush on her. Another's like the old, big, tomboy, boys, traditional boy, I don't know what they'd be called. Something or other. And they're her friends. They go on little adventures together. Erma is a fun character because she has all the traditional powers of a ghost. She can float, go through walls, turn into horrifying demonic creatures, levitate things, crawl up walls, eat things, swim through dimensions, all that fun jazz that would terrify you in any horror movie. But everyone kind of treats it like, oh, it's just Erma, it's no big deal. And that's something else I like in this comic. While a lot of people, when they first meet Erma, are terrified of her, the town in the whole seems to be like, oh, it's just that weird, strange family. They even have a mini comic that makes fun of some ghost hunters exploring the town, trying to see the creepy house. And And the father says, oh, they're just tourists, the usual. So it's nothing new to them. The town's used to Erma. It's people that aren't from the town that aren't used to her. Now, Erma's parents, her mother is the woman from Ring, as I said. But you never see her being scary on purpose. Usually she's just a sweet mother. In fact, she seems to be the one working. I think she gets money for the Ring, because you don't always see her home as much. The father you see home much more often, and he looks like he works from home. In fact, he does something on his computer. I don't know if he's a webcomic artist, a web designer, programmer, IT guy. Something he can do from home is what he does. And you may ask, well, what's the father's family think of Erma and his wife? They love her. They really seem to like them. And you get some really sweet dynamics from the family. But not all of it is sweet in hearts. You do learn that Erma's first babysitter was driven crazy by Erma and is now in an insane asylum. Or, if you get further back, but conspiring against Erma. Her new babysitter's a perfect fit, and she just takes it all in stride and treats her like a normal little girl that just happens to have powers. Now, the comic does brilliant. They do a lot of horror tropes, but they do it this funny and almost sweet, heartfelt way. You have Erma wanting to get a pet for pet day at school in one. They're banned from the pet shop because last year they caused all the pets to die. So they go to an old gypsy woman and get a dog who can't die and is kind of suicidal as her new pet, which is hilarious, dark and twisted, kind of disturbing and scary, but sweet. That's about the best way to describe this comic. It's sweet. It's just nice. Now, the art on this comic, it has gotten better as it goes. The series' original first art wasn't the best. It was kind of jerky lines and stuff, but as he's gone, the creator has gotten much better with his art, and the comic reflects that. The writing in the comic reflects that too. You start with one-page stories, maybe 5 at the most, me thinking the babysitter part when she first gets her new babysitter. And then it goes to full storylines that can last quite a while. He seems to, he uploads quite frequently too, just tell you guys that. But one thing also they do is Erma shows a lot of emotion without ever talking. She doesn't talk. Everyone else talks around her, but not Erma. And that actually helps the character. If they had Erma talking, I don't think she'd be as interesting. And I couldn't picture what the hell her voice would sound like. But they don't, and that seems to help. One other thing, sometimes when he does do his actual story parts of the comics that aren't just one or a couple joke parts in there, they can run a little long. Rats in the Wall is one thing. It felt like it ran long. It wasn't a bad story arc. It just felt like it ran a little long. And yeah, there's characters that pop up. She has a possessed dummy doll that is freaking disturbing even to her. She also seems, and most of my viewers will like this because I know almost everyone that subscribes to me is a brony. She's a brony. Okay, in her family, they don't watch nice, happy cartoons. They watch horror movies, slasher flicks, snuff films, things like that. And they all just smile as watching it. Her secret joy, though, is she likes a version of My Little Pony. And at first when they show it, it's like this all sweetie thing. But as they start to show it, they show it's not just that. They have like an epic fight scene as Erma's watching to save the universe and stuff. And her babysitter starts getting into it. It's quite funny, actually. But they do a good job on representing My Little Pony without saying it's My Little Pony. It's kind of Star crossed with My Little Pony, crossed with other junk. But it's good. He also likes doing references to horror movies, horror games, horror stories. The pictures I have flashing on the screen now kind of show that. Between a lot of the comic arcs, he likes, and around Halloween, he likes to post these pictures that combine Erma in different settings from different horror series. And this is some of them. The only thing I do want to know in the series is, how the hell did her parents meet? Did the mother come out of the TV to kill him and go, "Oh, you're cute, I think I'll keep you"? Or was there more to this? I know there's got to be something. I just want to know what it was. And I would like to know that. But I'd like to know what you think on this series. Me, I'm going to suggest it to everyone. It is sweet, it is spooky, it is funny. I love that. It is good for kids. It's because it's not just horror. And the horror it shows isn't like, "Oh God, what the hell is that?" Kids could understand. And a lot of jokes for the horror aspect go over a kid's head. They'll just see the joke, not the scary thing. I'd love this as a cartoon. A cartoon series of this, even a mini movie, I would just enjoy so much if they could do it right and tone it right. But what do you guys think of this? Are you guys going to give it a read, or have you already given it a read? Do you like it? Do you not? What did you think of it? Did I miss something I should have mentioned about the series? Tell me. And maybe I'll come back and talk about the series again in more in depth after I actually write a script. I had no script on this was just me freestyling it. I think that's what all you hip youngsters call it. But yeah, like this video if you like it. If I get enough likes, I'll do more of these on these webcomics, or maybe I really want to do one on Courage the Cowardly Dog, but I'm not sure if people will like it. So give me some likes and submit. I'm only going to have this week because this week is Father's Day and my birthday. So I'm not going to have a lot of time to record like I normally would. So yeah, I'm just going to be lazy this week. It's my birthday and Father's Day. I get two things to celebrate in 1 week. So yeah, this is Warlock Boo. Hope to be spooking y'all later. Bye.